Hey, good evening, pop rockers. How's it going? Welcome to another Wednesday whine or a whine, or whine and a whine. Socials are up and running. I've tested them. They are working. So if you want to send us a message, feel free. Send them through via Twitch or Facebook. So let me just put this up and send that, and then I'll just prove it that it's working. There you go. Little message there. And then I sent that one there. There's us from Twitch. There you go. Messages are coming through. It's working. Now, welcome. Wednesday. It's 6:30 here in Perth. It means it's 9:30 over New South Wales, Victoria, 8:30 in Queensland. Hope you're enjoying some fine weather. It's bloody warm over here in WA at the moment. So we're really loving it. All right, before I get too far into it, what I want to do is quickly, on our videos, especially our long form videos, which go for about an hour, which is the weekly wrap, and this video, which will go for a little bit, we do put timestamps in the description on YouTube when we upload them, so you can jump forward to your favorite parts. So now today's show is a condensed version of the weekly wrap, except for we don't have all special guests, and we just do a bit of a run through in case you've missed something from last weekend. Anyway, you're going to notice tonight we're going to be missing Tom. Tom is not in tonight. He has got some family events that he has to attend, which is good for him. Sometimes family, like he says, sometimes family has to come first. So he's doing that. Another thing I want to mention is the QR codes. You'll see throughout the show, you'll see a text box come up. We'll have a QR code. Those QR codes, if you're not on your phone, if you're on your computer or on your laptop, you can scan those codes in, and they do actually work and go to places. So you can do that, get on there and do that. Now, if you don't know, we've been really extremely busy. We've been flat out. So I don't know if I've got much to whine about tonight. I probably will end up having a bit to whine about. So it might be just a whine, not a whine and a whine, or a whine or a whine, but we'll be here. We're going to do a bit of a, I mentioned, like I said, it's a condensed version of the weekly wrap. So middle of the week allows us to bring you more entertainment goss that we don't have to wait till the end of the week and give it to you and it's out of date already. We've got some exciting news coming up about No Doubt. What else we've got? We've got No Doubt news. We've got some Taylor Swift news. Shock horror, Taylor Swift. And we've got some Janet Jackson news. Now, some of this news is, based more or aimed more at our American audience, because we get a lot of our music and entertainment goss from places like the Billboard and Rolling Stone magazine. We get a lot of it from them. And when we do the article, when we give the entertainment, we'll give the QR code. You can go to the article and have a read of it, just scan it in, have a read. But not much is happening in the Australian scenes, not much gossip or anything happening. Well, that's not on the internet anyway. But okay, I will have a whine. Let's have a whine. Let's start the night off right and start it with a whine. The ARIA charts. The Australian ARIA charts, when you go to their website, I whinge about this every Sunday when we do the ARIA charts. If you go to their website, see, here it is here. I'll pull it up for you. ARIA, aria.com.au. You go to their charts, right, and I got to tell you, I don't know who updates the data. We've got some changes. I'll just refresh the screen there. Top 50 albums. Oh, this is top 50 albums. Sorry, this list. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't know who updates them or what, but if you go to the singles charts, top 50 singles, none of these songs have changed in, the top 20. We go through the top 20 and none of them have changed, well, apart from 3 or 4, but they don't change from week to week. They just shuffle about, and I want to find out if they've updated weekly, or they just find out the total and just run off the total. Who's got the most for since the day dot? But it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Especially when you look at things like Flowers, Miley Cyrus. Now, this song is, you like it or love it or hate it, but Miley Cyrus is actually now, I believe, has outdone Maroon 5 and has her song Flowers has been number 1 on the Billboard charts for the longest time in history, or since they've kept that chart going. But if you look on the ARIA charts, last week at position 19, is at position 23 this week. It peaked at position 19. It's been 113 weeks in the charts. It's gone 18 times platinum. It's the Mr. Brightside by the Killers. You know, I don't know how that's still in the charts. I don't know how it's still peaking. Where do they get their records from? Maybe we should reach out to them and find out. That'll be your mission. Anyway, that's my whine. I'm having a bit of a whine about the ARIA charts. I reckon it's rigged. Well, not rigged, or it's not very accurate. Because when they do the ARIA awards, here's my whine. When they do the ARIA awards, the people that win the awards are like, have you ever heard of them? I don't know if anyone's heard of them, some of these people. But who knows? Who knows? We have to get into the inner sanctum and work it out, find out. Which, talking about music, we're going to do this one. We're going to start going through the list. Okay, now I've got everything written down, so hopefully everything starts working. Here we go. Trust me, I'm a professional. That one and that one. Oh, not that one. Oh. I pressed the wrong one. It was that one. That one. That's the one we want. Song of the week. This is Tom Russell picked this one. Tom Russell, he picked Take Me Away by the Moth Street Artists. Yes, great song. We've been playing it on PopRock Radio for a number of months now. It's off the, not the last EP. Might have been their last EP. Take Me Away by the Moth Street Artists. Tom picked that. He was blown away. We went and saw Moth Street Artists, Mindful Eyes, and Helena last week. It was his first time seeing Moth Street Artists, and he was blown away, and he really loved that song, Take Me Away. So that's his song of the week, or single of the week. You can scan that QR code on the screen. What's over there? Well, let me see if I can get this right. Oh, this way. There it is there. Get that QR code. Get your phone onto it. Scan it. If you're on your phone, I will have the links. I'll have to put the links in the description. So a bit more work for me to do, but I'll do that anyway. So let's see if we can get the next section right, which the next section is, well, the next thing we talk about is our album of the week. Now, the album of the week is coming right up. Here we go. There we go. There's that one and that one. Oh, I don't know what's happening with that. It keeps popping up and it shouldn't. I don't know why. I went through and I adjusted everything and might have forgotten to do one bit. Anyway, my choice for album of the week was Teenage Dream, The Complete Confection by Katy Perry. One of the reasons why I chose this one, I was in a bit of a rush and I had to find something really quickly, and I'm team Katy Perry, if you don't know. You're either team Katy or team Taylor or Tay-Tay. I'm team Katy all the way. The reason why I picked this album, let me find it here. Here's the track listing, and most of these tracks on this track listing were huge hits for it. So we had Teenage Dream, Last Friday Night, Firework, Californian Girls, Peacock, E.T., The One That Got Away, Hummingbird Heartbeat. I think The One That Got Away is listed here twice. Another Thing That Got Away. There's heaps of them. Part of Me, Wide Awake. So if you get this album, if you can get the Teenage Dream, Complete Confection, it's got all her hits on it. It's a great album. If you hit that QR code again, let me go. There it is. There's a QR code there. That's where you can buy the buy the CD from. I don't know if it's on vinyl. I did try looking for it on Amazon, and so we could have given you the link to buy it on Amazon, but no luck. Couldn't find it. So we've got the CD there. I believe it's CD, or you can go and simply buy the MP3 version and download it to your computer straight away. So there you go. That's our single and album of the week. If you want to nominate a single or an album of the week, it's quite simple. Just you can get on our socials and email us, reach out anyway, tell us, let us know what you think. So a bit of what we do is communicating through socials, and we're here to give you guys what you want. I'm just looking around here, just having a bit of a mosey around. There we go. We are streaming live on Facebook, Twitch, and Kick. Now, if you don't know what they are, Facebook is Facebook. Really, it's been around for years, and I'm surprised you don't know what the hell it is. But Facebook's Facebook. It's where people go to be whatever the hell they want. They can be anything on there. But just be careful, because some people try and pretend they're someone else. But if you go to Kick, Kick is very similar to Twitch. They're set up for gaming streamers, so they can talk to people while they're playing their games, and they can earn a bit of cash on the side. But because we're a radio station, we don't get a lot of kickback from these two channels. We don't get anything actually, but it's good to be able to reach out to a broader audience. And if you're on Twitch or if you're on Kick, you can join the streams and send us messages, and they'll come up on the screen. Scream. So there you go. That's a bit of that. Let me just move on. I've prepared a list today, which is good. So we've done the single of the week, we've done the Katy Perry of the week. We spoke about all that stuff. Oh, here we go. We can do this in any order you like. What order do you want to do? Do you want to do top tracks, or do we want to do shout outs? Now, shout outs, we've been every week now, we've started shouting out to a few bands to give them a bit of kudos, a bit more exposure to our listeners. So again, what we'll do the shout outs first. Let's do the shout outs. Shout out. I need to get some vibes going, some music going to match the titles. Here we go. Now I've got to remember, if I do that, I can get rid of that really quickly. Get that up, and I do believe it's that one. What happened there? It's not that one. Where's it gone? That's not that one. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. Why isn't it working? Let me just drag this over here and work it out. We'll work it out. It's supposed to have worked. I went through everything today and got to make sure it's all working. Bump, 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 bump. I'll bring it up. I'm bring it up manually. There we go. Bang. There's the shout outs. Now let's see if the normally the Luke is here, and when he's here, he does all this, and I can talk, and I don't have to worry about doing all this. But what happened? It's disappeared. There you go. There it is. A big shout out to one of our favourite WA punk rock bands, Colourmind. Reason why they got a shout out, and it's 2 weeks in a row for Colourmind having shout outs, is because they shouted out as soon as we said, tell us who you want us to shout out to, and they nominated a heap of bands that needed a good shout out. So let's get through this. First or second off the bat, OJ, another WA band. So all these bands that we're listing, except for the last one, are all from WA. So WA's got a bit of a head start on everyone else, because quite frankly, when we told everyone over the east, they just went like. They didn't type in any bands or anything. So if you're going to want to nominate a band, you've got to type it in. We're not mind readers, so we'll go through it. OJ, big shout out, rocking in WA. Then we have Nine on Stroke. A big shout out to the guys on Nine on Stroke. Now don't forget, like I said, these QR codes work. Scan them. All the links to their socials will be in the descriptions when we get it uploaded to Facebook. I can see the studio dogs are planning something. I don't know what they're planning, but they're planning something. Let's just hope that they're quietly doing it. Anyway, let's go. Belgravia. They are another big West Australian band. They've got a single release coming up on the 2nd of February. So only 2 weeks away. We're just over 2 weeks, 2 weeks to the end of the month. So we will have more on that on future episodes of Pop Rock Radio, maybe the weekly wrap. We'll possibly talk about it during the Wednesday Wine and a Wine. We'll see how we go. The emulation scene. Big shout out to those guys. What's it say there? More great music. Obviously, if you're into your punk and your rock music and you like it loud, full of guitars and drums, these bands are where you want to be. Who Cares? It's a band, Who Cares? Not like Who Cares. I'm talking about the band here. Come on, be real. Again, they're going on doing a little bit of a tour. They're going to be supporting a band called Rin Rin. Rin Rin is a great. Oh, I love their music. I've heard their music a few years ago, and we have it on Pop Rock Radio. If you can, it's different. Seeing you got to look up Rin Rin. I'll mention that in a different show. I don't want to take it away from these guys. Who Cares? And the final WA band, Violet End Band. There you go, Violet End. I think they had a couple of hundred followers on Facebook. So we want you to scan that QR code and go and like them and share some love and get their followers up. Let's do that. And then finally, for our shout outs, it is Harry Cleverton. Now, we've interviewed Harry a few months back and we spoke about his song Back to Normal. He's released a couple of other songs since then. Oh, it's a great song. If you're into if you like Dean Lewis, you're gonna love Harry. Harry is reminds me of Dean Lewis, but maybe not as famous. Maybe you should be. Let's see if we can get that going. So let's disappear that. The shout outs. I don't know if it's gonna work because it was I had to do it manually, didn't I? There you go. The reason probably for it was because I was probably supposed to press S or something silly like that. But anyway, we'll do top tracks. Let's get top tracks out of the way. These top tracks coming up are voted by the listeners of Pop Rock Radio who download the app, who listen from the web page. Now on the web page, on our website, just quickly, you can get heaps of great articles. We get articles directly from PR companies that want us to pump their talent, which we do. If they're good enough, they'll get on Pop Rock Radio. We have articles like when we write our own articles about different things, there's heaps of stuff there. But if you scroll down to where the music plays, like what's playing now on Pop Rock Radio, you can actually open that player so it stays on your computer screen. It's only this big, it's only tiny, and you can vote for your songs while you're at work. You can listen to your work music in your headphones at work, and you can vote for your songs. So these songs that are coming up right now are voted by the listeners. Well, as I like to say, as voted by you. Oh, that was Huey. That one now. Let's do this. I've got to fix that. And 3. Oh, let's come back. Let's go back to get rid of that. 3. Top tracks, position number 1. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't reset it. So now everyone knows what number 1 top track is, as voted by you. This was for last week. So the votes and the counts for this week are going to be a bit different, but this is from Sunday night. Number 1 was She's So Mean, Matchbox 20. Track number 2 was Control by Elliot. Now, if you don't know that song by now, if you watch TV, commercial TV in Australia, there's a show called Bump. They're using this track for their advertising of the song, of the show Bump. So there you go. Elliot, Control. It's a great song. I love it. We played on Pop Rock Radio. I just can't get enough of it. There you go. Number 3, Tate McRae. She's All I Want to Be. So there you go. And another thing, all these covers that we got, they come from our radio station, which gets the covers from a big database of all the music. I don't know if that's quite accurate for some of these songs. Anyway, The Frauds at number 4, WA band. Yesterday is the song. Great song. And I do believe The Frauds are heading over to England soon to do a bit of a show, do some shows. So it's great seeing WA bands getting out and about. So there you go. Number 5 was Ugly Heart by GRL. There you go. Some pop. Most of these songs are pop. I'm really bizarre, because normally you have a good mix of pop and rock. So then we have number 6, the year 3000, the Jonas Brothers. There you go. That's an old one. That's an oldie but a good one. What Hurts the Most, Trophy Eyes, another local WA band. So if you like supporting Australian band, Australian music, wait for the Australian ones and the local ones that come up on PopRock Radio. Number 8, the Starships Clean version from Nicki Minaj. Number 9, Nobody to Love, Sigma. If you're into your poppy dance music, that's another good track. And number 10, I've got to get off the screen pretty soon because the patron saint of PopRock Radio will smite me and something will happen. I'll put that one on. I know she likes Matchbox 20, so there's Matchbox 20. Yeah, I'll be smited or something. She'll cut off the support, and then we'll have to get the virtual collection tray going around, which we will be doing with Pastor Flag, and then I'm pretty sure he'll be giving thanks to the patron saint of PopRock Radio every Sunday. Now, if you were listening to the show or watching it on Sunday, he did make an appearance, but Sunday's show was a train wreck. It was a train crash. It was a write-off. We were so busy, thanks to Mindful Eyes. Let me just see if I can get rid of that. We don't exactly what we chat. Wrong button. I've got to press that. That would help. Yeah, so we were so busy, and I'm going to blame the guys from Mindful Eyes because they invited us to their EP launch, which we did go on Friday night, but I didn't get back late till Friday night, Saturday morning. By the time I got to bed, then Saturday was a write-off because we were just absolutely buzzed. I told you they were planning something. They can't behave themselves for 5 minutes when no one's watching them. Yeah. Anyway, so Saturday was a write-off, so I didn't get any of the work done that I had to get done Saturday for the show Sunday. So on Sunday, when I was doing all the work, we ran out of time and we weren't very well prepared, so the show was a bit of a write-off. We did salvage some bits, which was good. So we will pass around the virtual collection tray a bit later on, but not tonight. But what we will do tonight, we'll just do this one quickly. Let's do this. And that one, buy me a coffee. Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear. There you go, buy me a coffee. And we'd like to say thank you for your support. We've had a few people chipping in and sending us some support through Buy Me a Coffee. And on every Sunday, we go through the list and we thank the people that have supported us. So it's not too late to get on the show for next week for as little as $2. That's QR code just there. Yeah, for as little as $2. One coffee works out to be about $2. So you can donate as many as you want or as little as you want. Every cent helps, and we appreciate every cent. So buy me a coffee, and thank you for your support. The virtual collection tray for Pastor Flagging is pretty well set up the exact same way. When the virtual collection tray comes around, instead of having your coins in your pocket like you used to in Sunday school, you can just swipe away. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Swipe away. Anyway, that's Buy Me a Coffee that's coming up. And also, Tom, if you want to support the Rock Tumbler, I don't have his code up at the moment, but you can support Tom through buymeacoffee.com, and he's changed it from what it was to something else, Rock Tumbler Music, I believe. If you search Rock Tumbler Music, you'll be able to get that. And talking about Rock Tumbler Music, if you go to rocktumblermusic.com, he's just had an article on the Moss Street artists. He's done his reviews of Moss Street artists, Helena, and I believe he's got Mindful Eyes. Yep. If you go to PopRock Radio, we've done our review of Mindful Eyes, Helena, and Moss Street artists. Our ones are coming. Sorry, we're flat out busy, but they are coming. Anyway, we've done that. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the entertainment report. Whew, here we go. Let's see. Hold on a second before we do this. I just want to go through there. Yep. Do that. Now I've got to go back to here. I'm just going to do this first because, like I said, normally Luke's here doing all this for us, but he's not here at the moment. So we're going to start off with that one. We're going to start at the top of the list and work our way backwards. So Right, let me just get rid of that. Buy me a coffee. Cheerio, chaps. Buy me a coffee. So now, our next one, our entertainment report. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do it without. And cue Studio One. There we go. Pop Rock Radio Poyang Studio One. But let's do this now. The entertainment report. Now, if you're over in the US of A, Janet Jackson to hit the road. She's going on a few tours around the US of A. So if you're going to be in America sometime this year, Janet Jackson is 35 date tour. 35 dates. There you go. Together again, a summer tour. So I'm assuming that's summer in the north, which will be in our cooler months. So there you go. Janet Jackson is still on the road. Good to see some of the Jacksons are still doing something there. So there's that. Next on the entertainment list. Now, if you don't know, vinyls are making a comeback. They've been one of the they've outsold. Vinyls have outsold other physical mediums like tape and CDs for the first time in ages, and it happened last year, I believe. Now, will this shock you? Have a look at this. Taylor Swift, 1 in every 15 vinyl records sold in 2023. 1 in 15 vinyls was a Taylor Swift vinyl. And I'm assuming it would have been Taylor's version and not the original versions. Yeah. And she's breaking records, all like the biggest, raking in billions from her tours and her movies. Oh God, it just, I don't know if it shows how, what's the word I'm thinking of? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know why you'd want to go see the Eras tour in a movie. Maybe it's because you can't get the tickets because they cost a freaking fortune. I really think what she's done and doing to the music industry is causing absolute mayhem. It's disgusting. She's destroying it, and everyone pumps her up saying how good she is. All right, so she sold all these albums, yeah, blah 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 blah, but she's destroying the industry. Now, there was an article out last week, and we've talked about this on Sunday, that venues around Australia, 1,300 venues, that's 1,300 venues. Think of that, and the amount of people that in that industry, bartenders, glassies, DJs, cleaners, security guards. 1,300 venues have closed down in 2023, and there's more closing down every other week because people just aren't supporting local bands and local music. All their money gets spent on, Taylor Swift's a couple $100 for a ticket there. You want to go see Pink, there's a couple $100 there, and it's not just $100 for the whole family or a whole group. It's a couple $100 each, and then when the time comes, you want to go entertaining or go out to a club or something on a Friday night or a Saturday night. It's not there. It's just not happening. Anyway, I've got a bit more to say about that a bit later on. But let's get on to the other gossip news. No Doubt. Have you heard No Doubt are getting back together? Yes, they're going to be doing a bit of a show. They're going to Coachella. They're going to be performing at Coachella this year. So from what I've read and what I can gather, they're not getting together for an album, but who knows, they may. You never know. With Gwen Stefani, you just don't know. People who don't realise this, and they when Gwen Stefani went solo, they gave her a whole heap of crap because of the music style she was performing to, and they said that she was selling out. But if you know your music and your genres, you will know that Gwen Stefani has always been ska, S-K-A, ska genre. No Doubt a ska genre. If you want to put that in other terms that you may want to, other bands, Madness from the 80s, they were ska. So basically they're sort of like a reggae, but with a bit more instruments, more brass sounding, and that type of culture. That's what ska is. So if you get into bands like I said, Madness, No Doubt, and Gwen Stefani. So here you go, Gwen Stefani and No Doubt performing at Coachella. There you go. Now I'm just going to get that off the screen. So, I've got to make sure I do this. I lost my mouse. There it is. Do that. So that's gone. Okay. Now, supporting local artists. One way you can do that is buying merch. I got my Helena hat. It's a bit hot in the studio tonight. That's why I'm not wearing it at the moment, but I've got it. Got it there. So when you're out and you're supporting local bands, buy some merch, because that's money they get direct. They get that straight away. It's money to help out the bands, supports the bands. Now, what we also got, we have from the show the other night we went to, we have a Mindful Eyes t-shirt, and we've got some other merch that we've been collecting up. We're going to start giving that away, so make sure you tune in this Sunday night on the weekly wrap, and we're going to start discussing how we're going to give away the merch. We may be doing it through the quiz, so if you join through the quiz and you answer a question, or then we might nominate a question that has the bonus where you can get win the merch. Don't know, we'll decide and we'll let you know on Sunday, but we've got heaps of stuff that we want to start sharing out and about, and we'll be getting more and more bands and more merch and bits and pieces that we'll be able to share. So there you go, there's that. Well, folks, yeah, that's about it. The wine and a wine, and well, another one on my wines is going to be, I haven't had much wine. I've only had a little bit of wine. It's been pretty quiet on the socials, because again, we don't publish enough saying when we're going to go live. We're just trying to, at the moment, just make sure we iron out all the wrinkles, get everything working smoothly, and then we can start saying, yeah, come and join us on a Wednesday wine and a wine, and it'll go great. It'll be fun. Come and join Tom and Paul on a Wednesday and on a Sunday in the weekly wrap. So there you go, folks. I'm going to take a sip of my wine. I'm going to thank you all for joining me and having a bit of a chat. Listen to me whine about Taylor Swift, because I always seem to whine about Taylor Swift. So yeah, thanks for that. So don't forget Sunday. Oh, and the quiz. Yeah, don't forget. I did mention the quiz, didn't I? Yep, the quiz. You guys can answer the questions by just getting online and chatting on the socials, and we will get the messages. And that's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's how we do. That's what Katy Perry said, wasn't it? That's how we do. It was one of her songs. Anyway, I'm not going to annoy you anymore. I'm going to put this up, and thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of the week. If you get any gossip and you want us to talk about it, send us a message through our socials, or you can email us at media@poprockradio.com.au. And here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Cheerio, chaps. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, ladies. Thanks, gentlemen. Thanks, boys and girls. Oh, I pressed the wrong button on the wrong screen. Ooh.